What's up, everybody? It's my General Hospital thoughts for Friday the 13th, 2012. First, let me say this. I want to talk about the Heather Weber, Sam McCall situation first and foremost. It sucks. Like, Sam and Jason hasn't really enjoyed this pregnancy ever since it started. She's been under a lot of stress ever since she found out she was pregnant, basically. And any normal person would have had a miscarriage by now, and I'm surprised she hasn't. And with the amnio test that she had, she could have had a possible miscarriage because everybody knows when she did the amnio a little too early, and that's a high risk test to take when you're in your first trimester. So I'm surprised she hasn't had a miscarriage. People say poor Sam and stuff. Yeah, I think it is. It's messed up for her, but she's causing more stress by not telling Jason. The more she don't tell him, the more it's gonna be worse when he finds out. And I'm praying that Elizabeth tells Jason. I'm praying that she do tell Jason because Sam seemed like she not gonna tell him. She thinks that she's gonna wait for the DNA test results, and if the tests say that it's Jason's baby, then I'm sure she really not gonna tell him about Franco being his brother. And if it isn't Jason's baby, I'm pretty sure she's still gonna tell him. Not gonna tell him that Franco's his brother, or I think she's gonna cover it up, which is gonna make it worse. Heather Weber, yeah, she's about a sandwich short of a picnic. Seriously, crazy. She needs to be back in a mental institution, obviously. Now on to more important business: the trial of Sonny Corinthos. Interesting. Today was very interesting with that trial. Anthony Zacchara is an idiot. He had me laughing the whole time. I'm like, are you serious? Like, now you know he's lying. Because how the hell did you see Sonny in your rear view mirror with the headlights glooming in your rear view mirror, and you can't see a notepad that Alexis pretty much has dead in your face? You still can't even read it. She was a little far back. He couldn't read that. She moved up closer. He still couldn't read it. So I'm like, obviously you're lying. And this DA is a serious idiot. I'm like, you really think? Let me just backtrack. 2 years ago, they had the trial, the Claudia Zacchara Corinthos murder trial. They had an airtight case against Sonny. It blew up in their face. They had an airtight case. He still didn't go to prison. They have a circumstantial case now. So I'm like, you can't convict somebody on circumstantial evidence. It's not going to happen. It's not really going to happen. You can't convict on circumstantial evidence. I think Alexis did a hell of a job. Star really pissed me off. I saw the little dirty looks that she kept giving Sonny, and it kept pissing me off, like literally. Then when Anthony walked in, that little slick smirk she had on her face, like, wow, I won the case. Like, Sonny's going down. I'm like, bitch, get out the courtroom. You said your piece. You said your testimony. Get out. Go hop on a plane back to Landview and go be with your moms, and then go chill out with them. Because I'm like, you're not gonna win. You must not know. When you came to Port Charles, you really don't know what you're dealing with. I like how Jason was looking at Kate and she was sitting there shaking. That shit had me laughing. How she was sitting there shaking and trembling. I'm like, could she not look any more guilty? By the way, I mean, she looked like she was crazy. Like, she really do need to be in Shady Brook. I'm like, if she must not know. I'm like, seriously, if you go to Shady Brook, it can stop Connie from coming out full term, because once she takes over, it's going to be a wrap. She's going to fully take over. If you go to Shady Brook, you can stop that from happening. So why not go to Shady Brook? And Alexis brought up a good point. I mean, the gun doesn't have any serial number on it. Anybody could just walk in Kate's office and plant that gun in there. Anybody could. Sonny obviously didn't do it. I'm like, the case is full of circumstantial evidence. Now, Johnny and Carly. How delusional can this bitch be? Now, let me remind everybody. A few years back, when her and Sonny got married, did Sonny not tell her he can keep her and the kids safe? Did he not say that? Yeah, he said that. She fell for it 4 times. 4 times she fell for it. Now, Johnny's giving her the same speech saying that he can keep the kids safe. And she's falling for it again. which makes her a hypocritical bitch, pretty much. I'm like, seriously? You're gonna listen to Johnny Zakara? He ain't saying nothing new. I'm like, in case you haven't noticed, Johnny's in the same business Sonny's in, so your kids are not gonna be safe. Johnny does have enemies beyond Sonny Garento. So I just don't like this relationship. A lot of people starting to like it. I'm not a fan of it. Probably not gonna be a fan of it. Mind you, she's messing around with Johnny, but yet she refuses to sign divorce papers to Jax, because mind you, her and Jax are still legally married. She has the divorce papers. All she has to do is sign them. Jax already signed them, so what's the hold up? But in the coming months, I do have a feeling there's going to be a new Mrs. Zakara. So it's just a gut feeling that I have that she's going to marry into another mob family like an idiot, and all hell's going to break loose. Jocelyn, this is the first time I actually seen Jocelyn in months. The first time I actually seen her with Carly since probably like what, November? Since her birthday. That's ridiculous. Good to see her. She getting older. Anyway, this Spinelli Maxie situation is boring as hell. Maxie is an idiot. She's just dumb. Like, seriously, you're gonna go to prison for the rest of your life for shit that you didn't do. Seriously, just to punish yourself for a person that's not really dead. And for people who keep saying that that Patrick and Emma need to be united with Robin by now, I'm like, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to probably wait all the way up until next year for that to even go down. Maybe, I'm not sure, but possibility. You know how they like to drag out storylines, so it can happen. Now, Tracy and Luke and the Anthony scenes really had me rolling. How Anthony ran out the door saying Venus. Tracy really needs to come up with a plan to get rid of Anthony as a husband. Like, she doesn't not wear a wedding ring. She hesitates every time she's about to call him her husband. So I'm like, just end the marriage already. Throw yourself under the bus or something. Do something. Because I mean, it's better than having Anthony Zakara as the CEO of ELQ. Like, come on, seriously? He doesn't know anything about running a legit business. Especially a big ass corporation like that. There's this thing on the spoilers saying that Star is gonna team up with Johnny, make a deal with Johnny Zakara to go after Sonny yet again, which I'm getting pretty damn sick of. It's time for Johnny to move on from this Sonny killing Claudia, responsible for her death. Seriously, that was like 3 years ago. Get over it. Move on. Claudia was a grown-ass woman. She could have left Sonny at any given time. She chose not to. Y'all are in the mob. Everybody knew when Sonny found out the truth about Michael, what Sonny was going to do to her. Everybody knew. So I'm like, you knew he was going to kill her. Or he wanted her dead. I'm like, come on, seriously. He might not have killed her, but you know, if Michael didn't do it, Sonny or Jason was going to do it. So I'm like, get over it. Move the fuck on. Seriously, it's 3 years later. Move on. She's on Days of Our Lives now, so obviously she moved on. Anyway, they really need to stop with this Johnny versus Sonny crap. It's getting boring. It's getting old. Move on to new rivalries. Bring in a new mobster or whatever to go after Johnny this time, instead of being a focus on Sonny all the time. The cops too, they need to start focusing on the Zakaras instead of Sonny all the time. Like, seriously, he's not the only mobster in town. And I just hope that this Sam situation is over soon. Just get it done. Like, she needs to just tell the truth, because I got a funny feeling that Jasam will be no longer after the next couple months. So that's my report. Have a good Friday the 13th. Have a great weekend. See you all Monday. I'm out.